So I didn't.
Oh.
So they warned me. I just didn't think it happened within a year.
Okay, it's showing me now. So do I do this?
I guess.
But I can't see anything.
I don't remember that from last
That doesn't make sense because I have no idea where I'm focusing on.
Did you flip it on the camera?
No, the camera's normal. It's something on Facebook.
Well, John's had cataract surgery.
Yeah. Look, what they say it's
Ah,
easy.
there we go.
What they say it's easy.
I found the right button.
Okay. Oh yeah, good. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
That's
back
what
to
I'd
this.
heard. Okay. Uh-oh. It says rotate your phone. You
Oh,
can't
does it
turn.
want it straight up
Okay,
and
here we
down?
go. All right. So how do I know it's recording?
Because it is.
Oh, okay.
People should start texting or something. Am I right, co-host Carl Karn?
you're right.
Well, what could they be texting on this phone that I'm videotaping you on?
Who knows? Anyways, welcome to the 2021 HFL Draft Selection Show. I'm your co-host, Commissioner Dale Howell, also known as the Death Squad, here with One-Eyed Jack, who is actually two-eyed this year. My co-host, Carl Karn, a.k.a.
The Crushers.
The Crushers. And I will tell you guys that Carl likes this show. And why do you like this show, Carl?
Tell me.
Because in year one of the HFL live Facebook
Oh,
video
last year.
draft selection process, the Crushers were the league champions. Dominated the league with the Tennessee running backs. I always get it mixed up. Tampa Bay quarterbacks
Yes.
and Green Bay wide receivers among his key elements, and absolutely dominated the Titans in the championship game. So congratulations to the Crushers. We'll see if he can repeat. Swim, I remembered this time. You did repeat as champion, and you are the only repeat champion ever in the HFL. So congrats to
How many
Swim.
years have we been
The
doing
Crushers
this?
are going after you.
What year is this of the HFL?
This is year 35?
Gosh.
Year 35, I think. And sadly, we did lose one of our owners this year, as the Gumbies, who have been in the league for over 30 years, decided to back out. But interestingly, we got one of our original owners back. Back in the day, he moved to Canada. Rich Zimmerman, Zeke. I forget what his team name is. It's something about Mile High something or other. Anyways, figure that out for yourselves. But anyway, Zimmerman was an original owner, moved to Canada back in the days before the internet, and so he had to drop out of the league at the time because it was too difficult to be a participant. And now he is back after a 30-plus year hiatus. And our camera person is getting bored, so we better get on with the show. Before we get to the draft selection process, we did have 2 rule proposal changes
Here we go.
this year. The first rule proposal was for the team category to increase the points awarded to the winning team by 5 points. This will cause the team category to be more valuable than it has been historically in comparison to some other categories, as well as putting more of an emphasis on winning the game than scoring points. Last year's number 1 team was actually Tennessee, who did not have the most wins in the league, but was a very high-scoring team. So that one passed by a score of 12-4, so 12 owners voted in favor of that. The second rule change is a little more complex and has a significant impact on this. My camera person is getting bored again. In determining the draft owner, the owner who is selected number 1 will have his choice of any draft position instead of automatically selecting first. The person who picks second, instead of automatically selecting second, will have the choice of the remaining 15 draft positions, so on and so forth until all 16 are filled in. This vote was extremely close, and this one passed by a score of 9-7. 9 owners voted in favor, 7 were against. So both of those rule changes went through. HFL owners, take that into consideration as you consider your strategy for the draft in the upcoming season. So with
Is that
that,
effective tonight?
yes, it is. It is effective tonight. So whoever gets selected first will have their choice of any draft position. Here are draft positions 1 through 4. I should say draft selection positions 1 through 4. We'll throw them into our selection jar. Shout out to Oakton High School, the Cougars. Our first, unfortunately, team to go into the draw is the Meadowlanders. Bob Serafinko, much like the Jets, he had a very tough season last year. He's hoping for better this year. Crushers, pick one for the Meadowlanders. The Meadowlanders is what number? Show it to the camera after you look. Oh my!
4.
Number 4 for the Meadowlanders. Number 4. So he will pick his draft position 4th. Not necessarily pick 4th. And Ron Mancarius, the Tribe. Rumor has it that he's coming back to the East Coast on business soon. You better at least say hi. Maybe stop by. Carl, who did the Tribe get?
3.
Oh my! So 1 and 2 are both available. That's a surprise. That doesn't happen very often. So now our teams that finished 14th and 13th, we're going to put in draft selection positions 5 through 8. In they go, into the jar.
You want to pick this time?
You pick Kevin, I'll pick Iguchi.
All right.
So the Irish, Kevin Fry is up next. We were finally able to locate him. He changed his email address, didn't tell anybody. So we finally found him. The Crushers will pick the position
Hold on.
for the Irish. Oh, he had 2, so he's got to
One
get one.
stuck there.
There we go.
And the Irish have number 1.
Number 1 for the Irish. Woohoo! And the Stealth Fighters are up next. What?
Isn't there just one in there?
Oh, there's 5 in here.
Oh, I thought you just had 4.
I put
Yeah.
5 through 8 in here.
I think
I
they're
thought
getting
you-
stuck together.
Oh. Must be the
The Stealth
humidity.
Fighters get draft position 6. Draft position 6 for the Stealth Fighters. Now we throw in draft positions 9 through 16.
Oops.
We won't want to say what happened one year. You remember.
Yeah.
So next up is Swim. I'm going to pick Swim. No, you pick Swim. If he gets 16, he'll think that I intentionally hosed him.
5.
Number 5 for Swim. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the low numbers are going quick. Next up is the Dukes. John Slanina. He was actually invited to be a 3rd co-host tonight, but he worked really late, so he couldn't make it.
Oh, he's there?
He is here on the East Coast. And he gets lucky number 11. Lucky number 11 for the Dukes. Can't Putt is up next. Bobby Johnson. Can't putt because he's actually a really good golfer. Johnny's a really good golfer too. I suck at golf. How about you, Carl?
I barely play.
Barely play. You pick him. Can't putt. Gets number, drum roll.
16.
Oh my, 16. So can't putt. May not draft 16th. I think I've mentioned this before. The 16th
I'm sure you have.
draft position. When did you pick last year?
I think 15.
15
Or
and
14.
16
Wasn't 16.
have actually had the most seasons winning the HFL. So everybody hates picking late in the draft, but it's actually the more successful one. So on to the Rebels, Mike Miller, who's also an East Coast guy. So Mike in South Carolina. They are all sticking together. Huh?
Yeah.
That's weird. He gets number 9. Number 9 for the Rebels. Next up is Zim. Rich Zimmerman, our return owner. I'll pick Zeke's, so he can get mad at me if he doesn't like it. We got them sticking together again. The Zekester. Ooh. Number 7. Number 7 for him. I think he told
1
me
through
what his
7. So 1 through 7 have all been taken.
Except 2.
No, 2 is out there.
So 2, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15 are left. The Hitmen. I'll do Hitmen, and you can do Hanley, then I'll do myself. Gosh darn. Here we go. Hitmen. Number 12. Number 12 for the Hitmen. MNY, another East Coaster, is up next. Bob Hanley. Hi, Bob. Hopefully you're watching. Is anybody watching? Last year you were commenting on comments that were being made.
I can't see. Greg.
Number 13.
Number 13.
Steve Yunt.
Oh, really? Okay, here comes the Death Squad. We know what he wants. Let's see what he gets. Oh, my.
Is that 2?
Number 2.
Oh.
That was not what he wanted.
Is that you?
Yes, that's me. 2. Man, you don't get to pick for yourself.
Nope. I get whatever's left over.
You do X-Men,
Oh, yeah?
I'll do Shotgun Joe. Joe Cunningham, another East Coaster. There's almost as many of us back here as there are out
this
west.
is Joe or who?
X-Men, Joe
X-Men.
Cunningham.
8.
Number 8 for the X-Men. So the X-Men will pick, after the top 7 pick their spots, he will pick his. So now what have we got left? 14, 15, and 10. For Shotgun Joe, the Titans and the Crushers. This is Shotgun Joe. 14 for Shotgun Joe. 14. A former house guest who actually was on the East Coast last year as well. Lots of East Coast people. So the Titans, you want to pick it?
You go ahead.
Okay. So it's either 10 or 15. What? Drum roll. What do you want it to be?
Doesn't matter.
It is 10 for the Titans. So even though you're not drafting in the 15th slot, you pulled 15 again this year. Just to prove it. Number 15.
Yes.
So guys, I will set up a text group, and the Irish will need to tell us which draft position he wants to draft out of. And then I will tell everybody where I'm drafting, then the tribe, then the Meadowlanders, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So another fun season coming up.
This is too complex.
This
Sure
too complex.
is.
This is
too
how
complex.
our kids do it this way. Are you telling us that they're smarter than us?
Well, I'm going to text Eric and tell him he
Yeah.
just basically blew the entire draft for me if I don't get what I want.
Well, you would have had 15.
Which is fine.
So, and what do you mean? Blah, 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 blah. Our camera person is not very helpful. Apparently dying to watch the country music, whatever the heck it is, that's on TV.
Anything. Other than
Anything
this.
but this, she says. Can you believe it?
I can.
Good luck to everyone in the HFL this year. I will post the video. I will send out an email with all the details. Until next year, adios. Go Browns! You got that in there, right?
I don't know. Where was Ken?
What do you mean, where was Ken?
What's his? You never mentioned his name.
Yeah, I did. He drafted 10th. He was,
Wilson?
yeah,
What's
the
he
Titans. The Titans. He was the
You
second to
never
the
mentioned
last
his
one.
name. Because I was thinking, oh, did he drop out?
So none of the HFL guys were watching?
How did they see this?